Hi everyone, it's Justine. Today we're discussing fashion rules. What still applies, what does not, and I should warn you, being French, I'm very opinionated on some of these rules. To say the least. You will see. Match your bag with your shoes. That definitely used to be true. In Europe, in previous generations, we used to say that more than 3 colors in an outfit at the same time is too much and you look like a Christmas tree or an artist, imagine. Personally, I'd prefer the latter, but oh well. Women used to have bags and shoes in matching colors. Now it's more about having a handbag in a color that goes with everything in your closet. That's why from my handbag collection, I've selected several neutrals that go with everything. I leave a link here down below and in the card in case you want to know more. Personally, I also love wearing a monochromatic outfit and then break it completely, break the color pattern with extremely colorful shoes. And maybe my earrings will repeat the accent color of the shoes. Maybe not. We don't know. It depends on the mood. What I do know is wearing colorful shoes makes you a happier person, bag or not. That's tested and proven. No whites after Labor Day. The first time I heard that rule, my reaction was, what is Labor Day? We don't have it here in France. It's a North American thing. It's the first Monday in September over there, depending on which side you're watching from. In North America, around 1900, the upper class would escape big cities in summer and go to the coast, mainly the East Coast from New York and that area. If you've read Edith Wharton's books, that are fantastic. Her characters all spend the summers by the coast, mainly the East Coast. Wearing white during summer had 3 purposes. First, white reflects the heat, so you're not too warm. Very pragmatic. Second, white does not show sweat too much if you fancy a little tennis match on the weekend. Third, if you can afford to wear white, it means that you don't have to do any manual labor. Otherwise, your white outfit wouldn't stay white for long, meaning that white was also a status symbol. And logically, around Labor Day, so September, the upper class crowd would come back to the cities where the hygiene level was problematic at the time. Think horses, carriages, garbage, dirt, as cities were, right? And so it didn't make sense to wear white in the city just because it gets dirty so quickly. No white after Labor Day was mostly pragmatic advice, come fall. Many people still abide by that rule, but honestly, nowadays you can perfectly wear white in winter and stay clean, unless you ride a horse to work. By the way, in France, our Labor Day is May 1st, so you bet we're gonna wear white after Labor Day. It's literally the start of summer here. No socks with sandals. This is a hot topic. Look, I know that wearing socks in sandals is comfortable. I understand that it keeps your feet warm without having to put on real shoes. It is still a no. No, for me. In fact, in France, we recognize tourists by their socks. They're usually German or Dutch, sometimes English, even Belgians. And they can be spotted in their natural habitat on a beach. It's like wearing a label on your forehead saying I'm a tourist, because French people do not do it. Not even in Crocs. Crocs count as sandals as well. Shoes and belt must match. This is mainly a menswear rule. When you suit up, the dress code leaves very little room for creativity in the end. If the suit is dark, then the shoes must be dark too, and the belt must match. I would say in formal settings that rule still applies. The only exception is when they say business casual, which everyone has to go and Google first to comprehend what that even means. And then the gentleman will show up wearing a navy blue blazer, plus light chino pants of a different color. While I know it's the polo player look in summer, but that's about as far as it goes in terms of freedom. In that case, you can choose whether to match your shoes with the blazer or with the pants, but the belt still needs to match, and it's quite expected that you will dress accordingly. Menswear is very codified to this day, isn't it? Never mix black with navy. That's something my grandmother would tell me. Pick one neutral and only one. In winter, it would be black, brown, or navy, mainly. And you couldn't wear more than one of these 3 at the same time. Today, I'd say you can definitely mix. It's rather a matter of proportions. If you're wearing the same amount of solid navy plus solid black plus solid brown, it will look off, but because everything is solid colors, not because it's navy, black, and brown. So if you want to spice things up, you have two options. One, incorporate some patterns to break the monotony of these solid color blocks. Or two, you wear one of these colors just as an accent color, and then the outfit looks just fine. You can absolutely combine two colors out of these three in large amounts, not just a third solid block on top, so the third one is like a pattern or something. No mixing gold and silver. This is a jewelry rule. We used to say it's either silver or gold. And we also used to say married women wear gold. Before you get married, you wear silver. Gold was a higher status symbol than silver. Now people mix, and rightly so. It's more a matter of taste and, more importantly, of knowing what your skin undertone is. Silver is more flattering for cool undertones. Gold flatters warm undertones, regardless of your age or marital status. If you don't know what your undertone is, I have a dedicated video to help you find out which one you are, cool, warm, or neutral. I link it here, down below, and here in the card, so you can have a look at that video as well. By the way, these rules tend to have to do with timeless style. They're general principles that do not depend on trends. Because trends will pass, timeless style remains. If you want to achieve timeless style, I have a full guide. It's a free resource just about that. You can request it at justineleconte.com/timeless, and I'll send it to you. I can't send it through YouTube, unfortunately, but if you follow this link, we'll make sure, my team and me, that you get it. Does your country have rules that should be added to this list? I'm looking forward to your comments.